I like it, and I like the title, the solution. But what? How did you guys come up with the removing the negative outlook on men? What were the thoughts? What were the original thoughts in a synopsis kind of view?
I think Shane started off with that one. Um, I didn't lean too much into that. I know Shane started off with that, but kind of like looking back and reflecting on um that conversation makes me kind of lean into conversations about how sometimes in this particular community, how we view relationships and how we view the opposite sex tends to be much more intrinsically aligned with celebrities and people who we don't have uh similarly lifestyles or access to. And I'll give you an example. Two black couples that are in Hollywood or are in the limelight, I don't have access to. I can't relate on that level. And even if I'm someone who didn't have the two family household establishment, I can't really relate to them because there are certain things that I can't gravitate. But you know who I could gravitate towards? My neighbor, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Johnson across the street, Mr. Phillips, right? Who has been married to his wife for 25 years, who have two kids, who own their house, who's a staple in the community, who volunteers at the local YMCA and youth center, right? There are all these types of men that are in the community who are married, who have one or two kids, who put their kids through school, who is the little league coach, or he volunteers on Sundays, or he attends every church with his wife and children, or he brings his grandma through. Why are those men never talked about? It's always the in the limelight celebrity, the Diddy, the 50, and all these things. And it's like a lot of these people have never met those people, have don't have access to them, don't have their number, etc. But somehow, unfortunately, black more often than not, I hear black culture pedal, pet, pedalize those individuals. And I think that it's a very poor missed opportunity to kind of look at and have conversations with people who are in your neighborhood who it's like, hey, hey brother, like I've seen you married to your wife for now 25, 30 years. Like, how did you do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you work a good staple job, like you work for the railroad for 20 years, or you work for the school system, or you own your own construction company and you did this and that. Like, how did you make your marriage work? Like, what are the things that you learned over the years and stuff like that? You could actually sit down and enjoy a beer with them and have a conversation. Actually, sit down and break bread with them, right? And have a conversation and pick their bed, right? And ask them to kind of divulge the things that they learn in terms of what mistakes they made and what are the things that they learned to kind of make a strong family foundation and how to become a better man. But unfortunately, a lot more often than not, a lot of young people, men and women on both sides, are running towards the internet to run into the comments, to watch videos, to care about what somebody in Beverly Hills, which they've never flown out of their neighborhood or state, to care about an opinion about somebody that they don't have access to, where there is in a whole abundance of individuals who are a better example that they can have conversations with.
Do you think that's more prevalent in our community, the black community, more so than any other community, or do you think it's similar across the board with these
What? So what?
unrelatable people? Go ahead,
So what
Chica.
did you say, Lewis? What was the last part? Because let me just tell you, I'm in a part of this group, right? It's online, and I'm talking about we got Indians to the point we speak like I just that's what I was trying to respond to something because our time is a time difference. Look, this is worldwide. It's some BS going on world. I'm in a women's group with Indians who are in India. Like, and it's just everybody has the same issues. You'd be amazed. Like you're, it's like all these people coming together in this group, right? That's the great thing about YouTube, though. We be having these private chats of women just talking, and you will be amazed at all of the nationalities, all of these people who are in this group. And they're not even in America. They've never been to America. They go, "Oh, you're from America? You're in America?" And we all bounce things off each other, and you be like, "Dang, I thought it was a bit different over there." Yeah.
Yeah, no, but see, this is the problem. Well, no, I don't want to say it's a problem, but this is ever since we become a globalized nation on every front. Like we are more. Let me tell you this: we are more connected today than we have ever been any previous time in history. Think about it. We're talking right now, video chatting, conversating, chatting, texting, etc. in live time. Something you couldn't have done 25 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, right? We are more connected and more ideas and conversations that happen more fluidly and organically in present time than ever before. And sort of what has happened is that the the media propaganda machine that it is the United States of America Corporation has sold to other places around the world, people are trying to assimilate to American culture. And sort of one of the
Mm.
things that I tell people that I know who come from Brazil, South America, Central America, the Caribbean, yes, come here and work hard, save, invest, etc. But do not lose your family values. Do not lose your traditional values to accept and embrace something new in which you have no understanding or cultural reference point just because you're trying to fit in, quote unquote, right? That is the biggest mistake. And that's the thing that I see a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want this sort of idea of freedom. And like freedom comes with responsibilities. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Freedom comes with responsibilities. Yes, you could go out and drink and have a good time and party, but you getting behind the wheel is a choice, and that comes with a set of responsibilities. You electing to engage in sort of illicit activities that could put you in a very compromised situation, that is also a choice which has a certain set of consequences behind it. And sort of that is fine that people want to indulge in this idea of freedom, but freedom also comes with a set of responsibilities, and that is part of the marketing ploy that a lot of people leave out and don't fully understand.